Hello, hopefully you're doing well today. My name is Deborah and welcome to my channel, Crafty Chalk Creations. And today I'm going to make a card. Now these could be used for Valentine's cards, and I think that was the original design. But I also thought some of these might be good for like if you want to give to a best friend or to a sister. Like this one. I'm going to do this one with the pears. And I'm going to use the saying inside, we make a great pair. I think that would be perfect, like if you want to give it to a good, a best friend, your sister, your mother, a relative, anyone that you feel you're just best buddies with. And they also have like the strawberries. I love you very much. The Watts, with the light bulbs. I think this would make a really cute card for somebody that's an electrician or works with electricity, because they have a saying, I love you Watts and Watts, or you light up my life. But today I'm going to be doing the pear, and I'm going to be using the set of pears, the pear duo, and I'm going to be using their Chalk Suede gift cards, greeting cards. It's a pack of 8. You get 8 of the cards. You also get 8 of the envelopes. Now the Chalk Suede finish is only on the outside. It's not on the inside. And I'm going to be doing my little saying on the inside. That's why I'm going to be using some surface wax. Me personally, I don't use any wax on the Chalk Suede. You can do that if you would like to make sure that your transfer is not going to stick too well to the surface. But I personally don't wax it. That is totally an option for you. Just you don't wax it, just make sure you fuzz your transfer very well. But you can use the wax if you feel more comfortable doing that. But the inside, I definitely will be. Okay, I'm going to be using 3 colors today. I'm going to be using a Meadow, Sage. Now at the time of making this video, it is sold out. It's supposed to be restocked probably here in the next week or so. But you can make your pears any colors you want. Some people like, like a pink color, a yellow. You might want to do them a different shade of green. You might want to mix colors. And I'm going to be using their Last Chance color. It's called Slate Rose, because I was thinking about maybe doing a couple little dots with my pinky finger, like some little blush for cheeks. That's totally optional. You don't have to do that. Okay? So I'm going to score my transfer. You can cut these along the lines if you would like and have individual smaller pieces, but I'm just going to go ahead and score the sections that I want to use today. Today I'm going to be using the pears, okay, almost there. And I'm going to be using this little section here, we make a pair, on the inside of my card. Now, that's completely optional. If you want to do it on the front of your card and then do a saying in the inside, write your own personal little note, you could do that. But I'm going to just use these. I'm going to do it on the inside. Okay. Didn't quite score all the way there. Sometimes that happens. So as soon as I can get myself coordinated here, I'm just going to trim that little piece that was sitting there. Now I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and fuzz this. Like I said, I'm going to try to fuzz this as well as possible. Now if you do not have a fuzzing cloth, excuse me, you can use a towel, a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, anything that is going to take some of the stickiness off your transfer, because these are pretty sticky and these are reusable. So if you wanted to use just the pears on a different project, you could do that. But I thought that would make a cute card for a best friend, a sister, like I said. Somebody that you're best buds with. I think that would be really nice. I'm going to fuzz this a couple of more times. Now, excuse me, I don't know why all of a sudden my throat's getting all hoarse. But anyhow, I will have an editable shopping cart link posted down below, so that way if you'd like to get any of these products or you want to change out different colors, you can do that. You can add and subtract to it, whatever it is that you would like. Okay, I'm going to wax that. So I'm going to set this aside. Now I'm going to wax the inside of my card. just in the area I'm going to put my little saying that says we make a great pair. Now it's not going to take much. And I just wipe it on that area. And then I just buff. Now this is an old towel that I had. I just went ahead and cut it up into sections. That feels pretty good. And it will give a slight sheen. I don't know if you can see that. A very slight sheen. Make sure that feels good. All right. I'm going to get started here. You know what? I'll wait to put that on there until done. All right. You are welcome to measure if you would like. I like to eyeball things. But you are welcome to measure if you like everything to be symmetrical. There is nothing wrong with that. All right, so I'm just going to lay that down there, and I'm just going to smooth over this area. Try and make sure that I've got good contact with my card here. All right, it does look a little crooked. Okay, there we go. And I just smooth this over just to make sure I don't have any little air bubbles in there, any little fuzzies they may have stuck to the back of my transfer. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not going to use these. To me, these look like registration marks. They're probably supposed to be like little stars and excitement, but I'm not going to paste those. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. If you feel more comfortable, you can use some placement tape or some painter's tape to cover over those little spots. That way, if you're worried about getting any paste there, if you want to use them, you can. I'm not going to. But I'm also not going to use any placement tape. I think I'll be okay. If not, well, okay, then I guess it's added on. And I'm going to be using my multi-tool so that way I can get around here the leaves and the little kind of like motion design there to give you some motion like they're hugging. And I think, oh yeah, and the one mini squeegee. Okay, I think I'm going to do this first. And once this dries, I was thinking about maybe outlining some of it with a black Sharpie marker. I'll have to see. All right. Oops. Let me get my towel here ready. This is what I use once I use my transfers until I can get it sink. I lay it on a towel and I spray it down with some water so that way the paste does not dry in the silk screen. These are reusable. Okay, now I'm just going to take my mini squeegee. Now this is the color Sage. I wanted to do my pears green. You can even blend different colors if you want. You can make your pears whatever color you would like. And I'm just going to generously apply it. See my transfer here. Yeah, I'm kind of concentrating here. Make sure I don't get the paste where I don't want it. Because sometimes I have a tendency to get a little messy. And I kind of watch what I'm doing while I'm talking. So if you want to tape things off, you are welcome to do that if you feel more comfortable doing that. Okay, now I'm just going to scrape off the excess here. Make sure I have good coverage and that it's even as possible. There we go. All right, I'm done with that. Now I'm going to go over to the meadow green for the leaves and my little hug swooshy things here. I don't know what you call those, but that's what I'm calling them. And I'm using the detail tool. I love this tool. This is another one of my favorite tools. does not take much. Now the meadow is available in a paste packet. So I will also put that in the cart if you just wanted a little bit of the green. You didn't want to get a whole jar. Unfortunately, the sage is not available in a paste packet. Okay, we got that done. Now, time for the peel and reveal. Now I start at my corners here, and then I just slowly lift up. So that way if I miss a spot, I can just lay it back down and touch it up. Oh, how darling is that? Oh my goodness. I love that. I absolutely love it. I will be outlining it in black though, I'm going to tell you that. Oh, how cute is that? All right, now I've got my little dryer here. You can let this air dry if you would like. You can use a hair dryer, but I do want to let you know you need to be careful because this chalk suede, you do not use ink. I forgot to mention that. Do not use ink on the chalk suede cards because the coating, to give it that faux suede feel, it will melt because you're going to need to heat set your ink and you won't be able to do that. And also if you want to use something to dry this, make sure that it doesn't get too hot because like I said, this coating will melt. I did a test on one of their chalk suede gift tags just to see if you could ink them, and no, it will melt. So do not use ink on these, and if you're going to dry this, make sure it doesn't get too hot. That's a very important note. I can't believe I forgot that. But I'm glad I did remember to let you know. So yeah, chalk suede cards are good for the paste. Do not use ink because it needs to be heat set. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not leaving, because this can get pretty hot. This is almost like an embossing tool for embossing powders. So I got to try to make sure it doesn't get too hot and melt that. All right, let me see if this is dry. It feels pretty good. I'm going to leave that and I'm going to move on to the inside. And using the saying, we make a great pair. Now you can center this, but I'm going to put this up a little bit higher because I want to write a little note, you know, who it's from. And so I'm putting it up a little bit higher, but you can center it if you would like to. I'm just going to smooth this over, and I'm going to use the meadow green. I think that will look nice. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my detail tool because this is the color I've used with this tool, but you can use the mini squeegee if you would like. Now remember, I previously waxed this surface, so that way my transfer will come up easily off the card because the suede, the faux suede is not on the inside. Now all I'm doing is just scraping off this excess. Put the cap back on, and we're going to peel and reveal. Oh, I love that. I do. I absolutely love this. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and dry the inside. So that way I can close it. I hope you like this idea, and excuse me, and it gives you something that you can make a card with, and it doesn't necessarily have to be for Valentine's Day. But this is going to be available for a limited time, that transfer. Oh, I didn't tell you the name of the transfer, did I? It is We Belong. That is the name of the transfer, We Belong. So this is it's going to be available for a limited time. So if you'd like to get it, be sure that you do. That way you can use it to make cards other than just for Valentine's Day. All right. Yeah, that feels dry. Now this is totally optional. Excuse me, I do not know why I'm getting so hoarse. But anyhow, this is totally optional. I thought this would look really cute. Now this is their Slate Rose. Pretty sure that's the name of it. Now this is a last chance. This is going to be retired. Yeah, Slate Rose is the name of it. I thought that would look really cute. And all I'm going to do is just tap my finger. Look at me, I'm a mess. I'm just going to tap my finger in there. I don't need much. Or you could use a Q-tip. That would probably be the smarter thing for me to do. Okay. And I'm just going to tap very lightly. Okay, my hand's shaking now. I'm just going to tap very lightly. Okay, let's get some more on there. Get some little rosy cheeks. Just some little rosy cheeks there. Now this is, like I said, this is totally optional. But yeah, I mean, if you want to use a Q-tip to get more of a circle, I suggest you do that. I didn't grab one. Didn't think about it. Like I said, it was kind of a last minute decision here. Yeah. There we go. Their little cheeks. Alright, let me make sure those are dry. So I'm going to use a Sharpie marker, and I want to outline some of this. Oh, that turned out so cute. I love this. I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm going to be using the ultra fine point. I'm going to use black. It's totally optional. You don't have to outline the whole thing, but I would like to kind of highlight the eyes here a little bit. Oh, let me get this going here. There we go. I'd like to outline the eyes a little bit. Put a little line there for the leaves. And I'm just kind of like free handing. Well, okay. It's probably because of the surface here. It is not wanting to glide. All right. I might need to get a paint pen. I don't think I have a fine one in black. There we go. It does better if you get it on the paste. It does not want to glide on the chalk suede. Add little eyes there. And there we go. I think that is just too darling. Absolutely love that. There we go. And then we make a great pair, and then you can write your note on the bottom. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you an idea of another use for their cards. It does not necessarily have to be for Valentine's Day. If you don't want it to be, you can use this as something that you can give your best friend, like I said, a sister, whoever your best buddy is. I think that would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and you enjoy your day.